The universe moves when you stop pushing. Worry isn't protection, and control isn't safety. Most people don't realize this, but the tighter you hold on, the more life slips through your fingers, like trying to grasp water with a clenched fist. But when you relax your grip, when you soften, when you allow, something extraordinary happens. Life begins to respond. Doors open on their own. People appear at the exact moment you need them. Opportunities drift towards you like feathers on a gentle breeze. This is the quiet paradox of the universe. When you let go, miracles begin. The human struggle to control. Let's be honest. You were taught your entire life that effort equals reward. That success is born from pushing, grinding, forcing outcomes into shape. So you cling tightly to plans, to timelines, to expectations, to people who no longer align with you, to identities that have expired, to outcomes that were never meant for you. You try to predict the future in your mind to avoid being hurt in the present. You replay conversations at night, wondering what you could have said differently. You think about the worst-case scenario as if preparing for disaster will somehow prevent it. Your shoulders tense, your chest tightens. You walk through life like you're bracing for impact. And yet, for all that effort, for all that strain, you're still stuck. The things you chase keep running. The solutions you try to force keep resisting. The harder you try to control, the more you feel life slipping away from you. Because deep down, you can feel the truth. Control is a cage disguised as protection. Why we hold on? Humans cling because we fear uncertainty. The unknown feels like a threat, so the mind creates illusions of control. Your brain thinks, if I anticipate everything, nothing can hurt me. If I never stop trying, nothing can fall apart. But neuroscience shows something surprising. The brain becomes more creative, more intuitive, and more resilient when it enters a state of trust, not control. When you're tense, the survival part of your brain takes over. You see fewer options. Your perception narrows. You lose the ability to sense possibilities. Carl Jung once said, "What you resist persists, not because the universe is punishing you, but because resistance is a signal of fear. Fear contracts. Fear blinds. Fear freezes miracles before they can reach you." Stoic philosophy echoes this too. The Stoics believed that freedom begins the moment you stop demanding life to be something other than what it is. And spiritually, every ancient tradition, from Taoism to Buddhism to mystical Christianity, teaches one essential truth. Life flows through the hands of the open-hearted, not the tightly closed fist. Which one feels more like peace? Or think about a seed. If you dig it up every day to check if it's growing, you kill it. Growth requires trust. It requires patience. It requires surrender to the unseen. Your life is the same. Your dreams are the same. Or picture the moon. It never worries if it will become full again. It simply moves through its phases. Sometimes you are full. Sometimes you are new. Sometimes you are in shadow. Sometimes you shine. The moon doesn't cling to light. And it never fights the darkness. It knows both are needed for its cycle to unfold. What letting go actually means. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean apathy. It does not mean losing ambition. Letting go means releasing the illusion that you can force the timing, the shape, or the path of what's meant for you. It means taking aligned action, but not attachment. It means making room for life to show you better options. It means trusting that if something leaves, it's clearing space. If something slows down, it's preparing you. If something feels blocked, it's redirecting you. Letting go is the moment you stop saying, "I must make this happen," and start saying, "Show me what wants to happen." It's the shift from force to flow, the moment everything changes. There comes a time in every person's journey when they feel exhausted by trying to control everything. Maybe you're there now. Maybe you're listening to this because something in your life feels heavy. A relationship that's fading, a dream that's stalling, a plan that keeps falling apart. You've pushed, you've tried, you've analyzed, you've forced, and still nothing moves. This is not failure. This is the universe whispering, "Let go. You've done enough. Now allow." The turning point always comes the moment you decide to unclench your hand, to breathe, to surrender the timeline, to trust the unfolding. It's subtle at first, a little space in your chest, a softening in your thoughts, a feeling of being carried rather than dragged. And then suddenly, synchronicities appear, new ideas show up, people enter your life, paths that were invisible become clear. It's almost as if the universe was waiting for you to stop standing in your own way. How the universe actually responds. There is a rhythm to life, a natural intelligence, a cosmic choreography. When you surrender, you create space, and the universe rushes to fill that space. You'll notice something interesting. The job you wanted appears the moment you stop panicking about money. The relationship arrives when you stop searching desperately. The ideas flow when you stop forcing creativity. Opportunities surface when you stop clinging to your old identity. Why? Because surrender increases your energetic availability. It raises your vibration from fear-based contraction to trust-based expansion. And miracles, true miracles, happen only in expansive states. When you trust, your energy changes. When your energy changes, your decisions change. When your decisions change, your reality changes. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the actual mechanism of manifestation. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you allow. The spiritual law of release. Spiritual teachers often describe a universal law. You must let go of what you don't want before what you do want can arrive. It's like clearing out a closet. You can't fit something new if you refuse to release what doesn't fit anymore. Your life is the same. Your mind is the same. Your energy is the same. Releasing is a form of preparation. Think of a bow and arrow. Before the arrow can soar, the bow must bend. The tension must release. The arrow flies because of the letting go. You are the bow. Your dreams are the arrow. Your surrender is the release. A cosmic reframe. What if nothing is wrong? Imagine for a moment that nothing in your life is working against you. Not the delays, not the detours, not the endings, not the silence, not the uncertainty. Imagine, just for a breath, that everything is orchestrated perfectly. Not for your comfort, but for your alignment. What if the things you're losing were never meant to stay? What if the things that aren't working were never meant to work? What if your confusion is the exact state you need before clarity arrives? The universe doesn't operate on human timelines. Growth unfolds in seasons. When you let go of the idea that your life is behind or off track, you suddenly realize you've been on the right path all along. You just weren't allowing it to lead you. The transformation arc. What happens when you finally let go? When you truly let go, life begins to shift in ways that feel almost magical. You feel lighter, as if you're no longer carrying the weight of every possible outcome. Your mind becomes quiet, not because everything is perfect, but because you realize perfection was never required. You start waking up with a sense of possibility. You notice synchronicities, numbers, symbols, timing that feels too precise to be random. Little miracles appear. You text someone and realize they were thinking of you. You miss a bus and meet someone important. You let go of a job and stumble into your purpose. You release a relationship and finally find yourself again. You feel guided, held, accompanied. The world becomes less threatening and more like a conversation. You stop trying to prove your worth and start living from it. You stop trying to manifest from desperation and begin manifesting from neutrality. You realize the universe is not testing you, it's coordinating for you. And then, one day, you look around and realize you are living the life that once felt impossible because you stopped trying to control everything and finally let yourself receive. Release. For the listener, take a slow breath in and let it fall out gently. Place a hand over your heart. Feel the rise. Feel the fall. Now, imagine the thing you've been gripping, the fear, the person, the hope, the memory, the outcome, the identity. Picture it resting in your hands. Feel its weight. And now, open your palms. Let it drift. Let it dissolve. Let it return to where it belongs. You are not losing it. You are releasing your attachment to it. If it's meant for you, it will return in a higher form. If it's not, something better is already approaching. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust yourself. You are safe. You are guided. You are held. Into flow. When you let go, you move from pushing life to participating with it. You stop fighting the current and begin swimming with it. You stop begging for signs and start noticing the ones around you. You stop chasing and start attracting. Letting go is not a moment. It's a practice of releasing every day, a practice of trusting every day, a practice of remembering that the universe is not outside you. It moves through you. When you let go, you become the river, not the rock. You become the sky, not the storm. You become the lighthouse, not the lost ship. You shift from survival into creation. Your miracles are waiting for space. Before you go, remember this. Everything you're seeking is seeking you too. But it can only find you when you let go of what blocks its path. If you're tired, surrender. If you're scared, soften. If you're lost, release the need to know. Your next chapter begins the moment you allow it to. Your miracles are not missing. They are waiting, patiently, for space to enter. If this message resonated, gently tap like and subscribe. Not for the algorithm, but as a signal to yourself that you're ready to live from trust, not tension. And until we meet again, breathe, let go, and watch the universe rise to meet you.